Hello, Internet. I am deathly sick right now. I got sick about three to 4 days ago. So I'm gonna have a completely shitty voice, but I might as well make a video since I'm like kind of bored and I have nothing else to do. Well, it's not true. There's always something to do, but I might as well make a video since I'm kind of late in making vlogs. I had to like take care of myself. I was sleep deprived, like food deprived, because I've been worrying about another YouTuber pointlessly because she doesn't seem to be worrying about herself. So she doesn't seem to be worrying that anyone else is worrying about her, so why the fuck worry, right? People are gonna do what they want. So I'm here to tell you about another experience of mine that I've had. After coming out from the hospital, I went to my ex's house, and I spent like a while there, like months. I don't know how many months I did there, maybe like 2 to 3 weeks in while I was there. My ex's like a family friend came over to like, I guess, stay there. He stood there because he's like had no other place to go, so he kind of like just needed to stay there until he could get on his own 2 feet. I'm not gonna say his name, but basically around the time that he came, I was looking at archangels. So I was like, okay, let's find out everyone's archangels for the day, because I didn't realize it said archangels of the day. Like, it's some kind of weird website. So I found mine is Metatron, which is like the archangel of thought. My ex's was the Archangel Michael, I think the one that has like the sword of fire or something, and the family friend was Uriel, which is Lucifer. So I was like really concentrating on that. It's like stupid thing to be concentrating on. But that time, around that time, I saw like a light being's arm, just the right arm. I was sitting on the bed. I was sitting on my ex's bed, and I was just like facing towards like the kitchen, or I was facing towards like the small bathroom. Like you could see like where his mom's door is, sort of. And then you could see like there's like a white mannequin like woman thing with like headless mannequin thing. So I was looking in this direction. I was like trying to pull something. I don't know what I was doing, but I was like, I wanted to see something else. So I was just kind of like staring in one direction, waiting to like see something. Maybe I was expecting to see something. Maybe I felt like something was going to show, but I was like looking to see something. So I was staring in one direction, and this arm just like quickly, just like waved really fast, just like once, just really fast, up and down. I clearly saw that. I thought it was the mannequin raising its arm up really fast, but this thing, the arm was made of light, and it was like a male figure, a male arm. The sleeves were like ruffled, like they kind of looked like spikes or something. It's like kind of old times. I don't know. I'm not really good with like history, so they like really ruffled, awkward looking like sleeves. They kind of look like spiky sleeves, like the way the ruffles were. It was like normal, you know, like little wrist collar thing, wrist, idiot, I said collar, like, you know, it was just like, it was normally here, but then up here, it's like, but like this. And the outside of the arm was like an illumination of like royal blue light. So it was a blue arm with ruffles that was illuminating blue light, and the arm itself was white. But maybe like a few days later, like 2 or 3 days later, maybe even a week later, because I don't exactly remember when, but that arm excited me, so I like jumped up and I started laughing, like wanting to tell people, like everyone. I did tell everybody about it because it was like one of the funniest sightings I've ever seen in my life. And not only that, it didn't stop there, but like maybe a few days to a few weeks later, very few short time frame afterwards, I saw it again. But this time it was coming from like the kitchen. It was in the kitchen. It was like, it looked like it was coming out from the microwave, they don't have a microwave now, but there was a microwave. There was like a white microwave. I don't know if it was a microwave. I think there was a microwave. And I think it was white. And I swear I saw it in like the same exact arm, the white arm with the royal blue light, do like a weird dance move. Like it literally did this really fast. Like it just went like this and went back. Like I jumped up again and like started laughing. Like what the fuck? This thing is like making me laugh. So it was like one of the really nice experiences that I've had. And I would say that I like after a while I started to connect it to Metatron for some reason. Maybe it was Metatron. Maybe I saw like the Archangel of Thought. I don't know what that was. I have no idea. It could have been a ghost. It could have been in my head. I don't know what it was, but it was awesome. I saw it twice. And around that time, that was around the same time that I saw, it had to be months afterwards. We stayed there, he stood there for months. So like, I was having so many experiences that like, between that spring to summer. And during that summer, I had an experience where me and my boyfriend at the time, he's my ex now, we were taking his dog out, and he was walking beside me. He was on the left of me, and I was like over here, and we were walking like out from the back of this building that I'm in right now, and he looked away just perfectly while we were outside, and he was walking his dog. I guess he looked at his dog, or I don't know what, but he, just at the time that he looked back like that, I just got lucky enough to witness Lucifer, or something that looked like the devil, or a being that represented itself as the devil, or a demonic entity of sorts. It didn't have a tail, it didn't have wings. It just looked like Satan walking past me in broad daylight, like 3 or 4 p.m. And he walked right past us on the same sidewalk that we were on. And he had the most demonic looking face that I've ever seen before. I had never seen like a demonic looking face like that. His eyebrows were like fucking demonic. His frown was like inhumanly, his face was inhumanly demonic looking. And he was red. He was red, like real red. Black shiny eyes, black shiny shoes. He looked like he just came from a funeral, and he was walking from a dead end. Right where we are right beside. And he was dressed in black tuxedo, all black, even like the white, shirt on the inside was like it wasn't white, it should have been both black. So it looked like he just came from a funeral. And I don't remember if he had horns, but if he did, they were most certainly like rounded, like sort of like this, if I'm not mistaken. Or if he didn't have horns, he didn't have horns, but I know that I remember for a fact that he had pointy ears, because I stared at his ears for a while. I'm like, this guy has pointy ears? I don't remember if he had a beard or not. And this is the thing, this was in 2012, so it's like 4 years ago. Going on, like, basically it's 4 years ago, and he was red, no wings, no tail, like I said, and he had the most demonic looking face. He looked like he was built, and I heard like people yelling at him from the windows, or from the building that we just walked from, all over the place. People were yelling at him, like hitting on him, and like calling him all kinds of weird names, like, just like hitting on him, basically. It was really creepy. And I remember it's like, this was like the lot that I saw, the alien light being that walked out of a car. That's like a later episode. The lot's like right here, and you have to go up these little stairs to go into the lot, or you go like up like this little ramp where usually my ex's dad likes to park his car, and there's like a gate thing you open, and gate doors that you open, you have to like go in. So we're walking here, and then the wall of the building is like here. So when this devil dude walks, I made a version of him on The Sims 3, my studio. I guess I'll put a link on the bottom so you guys can see him. Basically, and also like if you, I don't really need to. If you go to my like the little like thumbnail of my my recent live stream, you'll see the devil in the middle. That's basically him. So what was I talking about? Basically, okay, he passed the wall, so like he was basically like, you couldn't see him anymore after a point. And I ran forward to like keep staring at him, and when I ran forward, he wasn't there anymore. Instead of him, there was like this really tall guy with like a white shirt with like plaid shorts and like white sneakers that lived in the building. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like looking around, like, where'd he go? And then I turn around and I look, and then instead where the tall guy should have been with the white shirt, where the devil was once, the person became, or what stood there instead was my ex's friend, the family friend. He was staying there instead, and he was wearing all black too now, but he was like wearing this like kind of like, you know, like he looked like he had like a black beanie hat, bald, and black like shirt, and like black I don't know what kind of pants he had, but he had like baggy pants. So he looked like he came from the ghetto or something stupid. I said stupid because yes, my mom lives in the ghetto, like duh. So I have every right to make fun of it. And I remember staring at him like, what the fuck? He just became this. Now he's like. So of course I'm gonna stare at him, and Emil's wondering like, what's going on? Why is she like freaking out? So I stare, and he goes up the building, unlocks it, and when he goes in, there's a window here. So he looks, he turns around. I mean, no, it's a clear like door, and it's like the walls on the side are like made of like glass. So he like slowly turns around and he looks at me. Then he like nods, and then he just continues to like unlock the door and go into the building. And of course, what's gonna happen is after that, like a few steps later, maybe like the next crossing the street or like walking away, I started to tell my ex about what I just freaking saw. It was like horrendous. Yeah, that's some crazy shit. And even so, I believe it was the same day, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe like 2 or 3 days later. It might have been the same exact day that it happened. I think it was the same day. Weird enough, we were walking, me, my ex, and his family friend were walking to like going to get, I guess, like these like cigars. They're like the size of cigarettes. They look like cigarettes, but they're actually cigars, like purple flavored, and like beers. So we're going to like a park that was like around the neighborhood, and we were in front of the store, and when we were in front of the store, this woman was talking to him. She's like a weird, short Jewish woman. I was staring at her, and her like forehead. Maybe I sound like a bug out, and I really sound like I have schizophrenia, but this is exactly what I saw. Her forehead was protruding like this really red flesh box, like coming out, almost like a weird game. It was like every time I stare at her like her body would shrink, sort of grow and shrink. And I wasn't understanding her because so much was going on. But while she was talking, a huge gray, looking like Star Trek looking UFO came out of nowhere and just went vroom. like you can't. I looked and I saw like the leaves and I saw like things fly. I saw the wind like rush because of it, and everything got dark. It covered like the whole street. It covered like 2 blocks. This big ship just came out of nowhere and just flew directly over our heads. And I was looking around like, did anybody else see that? Was anybody else looking up? Did anybody else see what I just fucking saw? No one else saw it. It was like, why was this only meant for me? That kind of shit. Where it's like, so I have no more witnesses ever again. The only time I ever had witnesses, was the only time that I saw my first damn UFO with my whole fucking family. This is the only time that I have witnesses, so I can verify that I was not crazy, right? So right after that, after I just like checked her out to see if anyone was looking, she told him, "You're my favorite devil." I don't know what they were talking about. I guess they were talking about me thinking that he was Lucifer. So it might have been like 2 or 3 days after I saw. It felt like the same day. You have to understand, it's suddenly things are like suddenly smacking me in the face, and it feels like it's all happening at once. Time is like non-existent anymore, because like, what the fuck is the deal? It's like too many things, and it all feels like it happened the same day, kind of thing. Well, that's what PTSD feels like, right? So she said that. After she said that, she looked at me and she told my ex, at the time it was my boyfriend, she told him that he needs to control his cat. And she was looking at me when she said that. And I was like, I read into that. I don't know why I dove deep into that for some reason. A little sentence that she said, you need to control your cat or something like that. I thought she was talking about me. I thought she was talking about the fact that I could see so much and that I need to chill out. I don't know. But I was bugging out, so you can imagine that I was like reading everything like I thought everything was like subliminal messages after that point. I think you can imagine that. So basically what happened was, I was going crazy about that. Like, mentally, I was trying to contain myself, but you could probably see it through my eyes and the way I was. Around that same time, my ex has this phone, this AT&T phone. It's like black and like olive green, or like shiny olive green or something. It's like the kind of phone that you like slide, like it's like the screen's right here and like the buttons are down here, and you slide it and then you like talk. That kind of phone. And it's disconnected. And this thing was ringing inside of the center dresser of his, like the center compartment of his dresser on the top. And I kept on like staring at it. I kept on like, it was just in his dresser, like, bad with the details, but I know specifically it was a phone that was disconnected. His phone is not supposed to be ringing if it's disconnected, because it's fucking disconnected. A phone's not supposed to ring if it's disconnected, because that's just the rules of life. This is the facts of fucking life. So this disconnected phone was ringing inside of the dresser. Now I was trying to ignore it, because I was like, maybe it's just me. My mind is probably playing tricks on me, right? Because I have schizophrenia, right? But people are looking at me like, why is this girl looking at? Maybe I am crazy. Maybe I am crazy. Oh no. So this disconnected phone was ringing, and I finally, at this point, I just like, alright, you're gonna keep on ringing, so I'm just gonna pick it up. I picked it up. When I picked it up, I heard the sounds of hell. Like, I heard the voices, the voices of hell, like people, millions, thousands of people screaming in torturing agony, like in pain. They sound like they were being tortured, burned alive. They sound like they were. It sounded like the voices of hell. It sounded like the sounds of hell ringing on being played in my ears through a fucking disconnected phone. I kid you not. and I thought it was a joke, and I didn't take it seriously. This phone is disconnected. I'm not even bugging out, so I just closed it and I put it back in and I drop it, and it's like, and it keeps on ringing, so I just keep on picking it up here and then. Everybody's like walking back and forth, and I'm like, well, no one seems to be paying attention, so I'm gonna pay attention to it. It's one of those weird days. So I picked it up again, and same thing. Sounds of hell. So I just click it, put it down, and another time pick it up. This time it's like something yell, at first a weird man yell ah, or something weird. But then again, the sounds of hell. So click. And the phone's ringing. So I pick it up again. And this time it's silent. It's weird to me. So I say, hello? I sound like a man, I'm sorry, but I say hello, and I hear a very sweet, light, high-pitched female girly voice go, hello. And I'm my curiosity starts to grow a little bit, what? Who is this? I'm hello? Playfully, playful kind of manner, and the voice told me, no more machines. Or it whispered to me, a male whisper from this girl saying, hello. This male voice whispered to me something I was praying, and I was praying in privacy in the bathroom, in my hands, and I was praying to God, because I don't know what it is to deal with technology, or the talking too much about crap, but there are some people, I forgot what they're called, talking about too many things at once, but they like to stay away from electronics, and they want to stay away from dolls with faces. They believe that demonic entities could be lurking in TVs and radios. So they stay away from technology. They usually wear black hats. They stick to traditional stuff. They have no technology. They want to keep away from that shit because it's demonic in their eyes. Pretty sure I'm gonna come up with it when I'm editing this video, but basically I was praying, dear God, no more machines, no more machines, no more machine. I don't want these things to fuck with my life anymore, because something was happening in my life, but I thought it was due to machines, or I thought I was a direct victim of whatever it was. So this voice whispered to me, dear God, no more machines. Or, I don't know if there was an S at the end. I'm trying to remember if there was. I don't think there was. But after that, the phone hung up. It hung up. They hung up on me. Who the fuck hung up on me? And why the fuck was it? Why the fuck was a disconnected phone ringing? Nothing made sense anymore. I mean, you could honestly try to rationalize everything that happened in my life. I mean, I'm still there are too many possibilities. Until I actually get the facts, and so far all of it's theory to me, I'm not gonna know. And so I go by the saying, all I know is I know nothing, because literally I don't know shit. I'm just still learning. I'm a baby. I'm born when it comes to this stuff. I don't even know if it's real, for fuck's sake. I don't even trust that it's real. I mean, honestly, too much fuckery going on this planet. That's what is even real? How do we even know that this planet's around, for fuck's sake? So it's can't take anything at face value. But I guess this is the end of this, because I'm horrible right now. I'm disgusting right now. I'm sick. I shouldn't be recording myself, but I am. So, thank you for watching. Feel free to subscribe, like, comment, do whatever the fuck you want, and have a good night. And I guess thanks for watching my hideous, sickly ass face. I have a cold and it's not going away. Cough, sore throat, and I was trying to heal before I made this, but like I was like, yeah, I'm kind of, it's taking a little bit long than I would like it to, and I'm just gonna like get over with. So here is my 6th episode, I guess, until the 7th episode. I can't even talk. Toodles!